What's up, everybody? Welcome in and crack your beers for Fantasy Football Pub Trivia BettorCast, brought to you by Better Sports Network. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts for your Monday Night Trivia Nights, Tim Wright and Joey Wright. What's up, boys?
Beautiful night.
Hey, yeah, let's go. I'm excited for tonight. I don't have to do anything. I just get to sit here and try to be funny.
You know, it's actually been a minute since all of us have been on here. Joey was out of town, I was out of town, and Tim's appendix is out of town permanently, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's kept us all from being together, but we're back on Monday night, and we have a special trivia night for you. Tim Wright has written all 30 of our questions. We've got our two traditional football packs on the end, and in the middle, we have our special Tim pack. 10 questions designed to trip you up, to trick you. We'll see. It's going to be a little bit different than the other trivia we are used to. Before we get into that, though, thank you, everybody, for coming in. If this is your first time stopping by for Pub Trivia, it's easy to play along. All you need to do is download the Better Sports Network app, open our show. It's called Fantasy Football Pub Trivia right in there, and the questions are going to pop up on your screen. You click the answer that you think is right. You get points if you're right. You lose points if you're wrong. And whoever's got the most at the end of 30 questions is our champion. We got some people in the chat ready for today's show. I see Edward already over in the BSN chat saying, what's going on? Let's get it.
Let's go. Hit that fun button, everybody.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, Edward, and I'm assuming all 6 of those fun taps are yours. Keep them coming. We got Dane in the chat with the yes, game time. Evening, everybody. What's up, Dane? Welcome in. Toronto Dave stopping by with the birthday celebration. Whose birthday? It's Fun's birthday, and we're celebrating every day. Woo. We got Scampers in the chat. When is Scott Fishbowl? Canceled. I'm so sorry to be the one to break it to you. We got Ladarius down here saying the gang's all here. You love to see it.
What's up, Ladarius? Happy SummerSlam week, buddy.
That's a wrestling holiday for those of you that do not know.
Yes.
And we got Victor in here hyped for some trivia as well. So the Wright brothers, Simon, trivia. Glad to have you in here, Victor. And Bob Harris said, I got my business all up in your like button. Oh, and I can smell it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome in, Bob. Glad to have you here. An eagle scream from Joey to start.
That was for the quiet one that I let out earlier, and I think I shit myself a little bit.
Well, guys, we are going to get started with our trivia here ever so shortly. Before we do that, I want to remind everybody about something awesome you can get on fantasyalarm.com right now. Howard Bender has created an easy-to-use cheat sheet for you so you can get his top 200 rankings, 16 rounds of tiered rankings with auction values and expert strategies, all on this Champions cheat sheet at fantasyalarm.com. You can start your 7-day free all-pro trial right now, and then you'll have access to that cheat sheet immediately. So go check it out. Go to fantasyalarm.com, start your 7-day free trial, and check out Howard Bender's championship cheat sheet. With that being said, I'm going to pass this over to Tim, who's going to get us started with question number 1. Everybody watching on YouTube, if you want to play along, you're going to need to do it in the Better Sports Network app. Download it, open our show, and play along. Joey and I are going to be competing alongside you. We'll update you guys on the scores every 10 questions or so. Tim, you ready?
I'm ready to go. Question 1, boys. Here we go. According to Fantasy Pros PPR ADP, which wide receiver is being drafted the latest? A, Calvin Ridley, B, Devontae Smith, C, Jalen Waddle, or D, DK Metcalf?
DK Metcalf. I don't know if that's the answer. I'm just saying my confident answer on trivia that one time. For those of you who didn't see that moment, the answer was Tyler Lockett when I confidently said that out loud last time.
Tim, I just wanted to say you knocked that first question out of the park.
Heck yeah.
I really loved it. Great delivery. Yeah. Did a good job.
I think I know
this is a tough one, Tim.
I'm between 2.
Training camp news.
Yeah, I'm between 2 as well.
Which is right where I like it with a multiple choice question.
Mm-hmm.
If all 4 of them are good answers, I'm going to get frustrated and quit.
There are a few of those. Come on.
We'll see what it is.
Just to update everyone, I still have not recovered from Wheel of Fortune today. I'm still piping mad about everything that happened on that show today.
All right. So answers in. The answer to this question is Calvin Ridley. Drafted latest.
Boom.
Yeah, I said that.
I was unsure about that one. But I figured the presence of Christian Kirk might, and the lack of playing might push him behind DK.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll get into question 2, a little bit of history. Who won the first Super Bowl? A, the Chiefs, B, the Packers, C, the Jets, and D, the Cowboys?
I had an answer in my mind. You said it out loud as one of the choices, so I feel maybe falsely confident that I have this correct. That being said,
I feel good about this
also just know the teams that are old. Know what I mean? And I could just be thinking of an old team and placing them there.
Do you guys remember Pogs?
It was a little bit before my time.
Okay.
Little circle
I
things?
had a whole
I know what they
set
are.
of Pogs. That was
Yeah.
all the Super Bowl winners.
Oh, that's probably really cool.
Tim, you had an older brother, so Pogs might have been more adjacent to you.
Yeah, we had a bunch.
They were absent from my household. I feel like it's fun to have a sibling that's in a slightly different generation from you, like where you're right on that line, because then you get to introduce each other to things from each other's generation.
Jay Felicio's in here.
What's up, Jay? Welcome in, my friend. I also see John's over in the other chat answering that last one. Tim, you got a lot of people with the DK Metcalf in there.
Got a lot,
Thinking
yeah.
that was the answer. Calvin Ridley being the answer to the first one.
Yep, and the answer
up,
to
Matt?
question 2 is, of course, the Packers.
Mm.
First
that
Super
right.
Bowl winner in modern Super Bowl history.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
Things usually do not go well when I start strong in trivia.
I tried to make them a little bit easier for folks, at least to start. Which brings us into question 3. Where's the 2023-2024 Super Bowl being held? A, New Orleans, B, Dallas, C, Las Vegas, or D, Miami?
Again, I feel, or am I mixing it up with the draft? I know.
All
both
I know
of
is
these
we have
places.
talked about this, Simon.
We have talked about this, and I'm
Yeah.
mixing it up right now. I see Matt over in the chat saying, "What's up, fellas? Welcome in, Matt," and saying he loves this community. We do too. For everybody watching, make sure you get in on the action. If you're just joining us, you can play along with all this trivia in the Better Sports Network app if you download it. Okay, this better be the correct answer.
You're
I
going to
sure
hope so. You're going to hope so for some of the questions I have later on.
Yeah, I'm trying to build up. I'm trying to build up like a repository of points that can then get slowly depleted during the Tim round. But if anyone knows your brain, it's me.
It's pretty true.
I lived with your ass for 5 very formative years of that brain.
Well, we shared a womb, so
That
That's
is
also
true.
that's not true.
All right. Answer to question 3 is Las Vegas. C.
Yeah.
3 for 3.
Oh, man, that would be a fun Super Bowl to go to. I would lose all my money.
That would be an insane Super Bowl to go to.
Where is it going to be at I assume it's going to be at Allegiant.
I think they're going to do it at Caesar's Palace, that nightclub right there, actually.
During Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move into question 4. Where's the 2024 to 2025 Super Bowl being held?
Oh,
Damn it, you son of a gun.
A, New Orleans, B, Dallas, C, New York, and D, Miami.
Scampers down. You're saying wombs and brains, baby.
Mm-hmm.
One of us shares the womb, one of us shares the brain. Together we make
Jerry World's got to have a Super Bowl at some point. I don't know. It's tricky,
somewhere.
guys.
I thought this was a fun one.
I don't remember any of these names being options for the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like I've read articles and I feel like it's not there. Maybe there. Could be there. It's been a minute. I'm going to go with there. That's okay. Lots of
I'm between
cities.
3.
I'm between 4.
Well, the good news, the answer to this one is going back to New Orleans, the Caesars Stadium.
That's a relatively new-ish. No, it's not. It's an older stadium, but it's got a new name now. So maybe
Did they
that's why they're
refurbish
putting
it though?
there. Maybe now that it's named
Could be
Caesars,
different.
Caesars wants the Super Bowl there.
Without a doubt.
One Nation saying Burrow returns to New Orleans to win the Super Bowl in 2024. You know what?
Ooh,
It has
I
been-
love that.
It's all been scripted. We've had Tom Brady winning the first ever Super Bowl at home. Matthew Stafford following it up the next year with another Super Bowl victory at home.
And
This-
State Farm kid goes to State Farm and wins.
Checks
Crazy.
out.
All right, we'll move into question 5 here. Who had more receptions in 2022? Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Deontay Johnson, or Chris Godwin?
Did you say targets or receptions?
Receptions.
Receptions. Okay, so all of those guys played football. I'm positive of that. I see Dave in the chat updating us saying 1-3 so far. And also Swamp down here joining us. Welcome in, Swamp. Thanks for joining us for Pub Trivia. I said, dang, at -10 so far.
That's better than I usually go.
You got time. Also, Albert joining us over here. A stud at trivia on the Fantasy Football Game Show. What's up, Albert?
Is Ladarius in the chat? I want to see what happens in the middle rounds.
Ladarius is in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Also, Dave asked if you could name the options again, please. Tim, can you? It looks like the question isn't popping up yet.
Yeah.
Can you read it for us one more time?
Yeah, sure. So, who had more receptions in 2022? Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Deontay Johnson, or Chris Godwin?
Perfect. Also see Andrea in the chat saying hi, everyone. What's up, Andrea? Welcome in.
I feel really confident about this one. I do.
I didn't
because
at
I
first.
think I know the other ones. Yeah, I think I diagnosed why the other ones don't.
I was pretty rude on this one. They are pretty close, but
we'll see if I got it. I'm with. I see Dave's answer over in the YouTube chat. I'm with him.
I'm with Dave too. All right.
Well, that sucks because the answer is Chris Godwin.
No, he was the other one I was between.
He was a silent
really?
machine. Yeah, he was close to Devontae. They were both very close. I think they were within 6 of each other. So it was a mean question, but very close.
But worth pointing a mean question with an
out.
educational purpose. If we are talking about Devontae Adams as a target guy, look at freaking Chris Godwin.
Absolutely.
Well, I knew that Johnson had the targets, but not the receptions.
All right, question 6. I think this. I don't think so. Which franchise has never had a 4,000-yard passer? A, the Bears, B, the Jets, C, the Raiders, or D, the Jags?
Bunch of shit ass teams you just named there, Tim. Pardon my French. But I think I know this one because I think I know it too. I think I saw this statistic pop up while doing research on a player I was looking into, but we'll see.
Just a wild stat.
It's just insane that a team can exist and not have had a 4,000-yard passer.
I know one of them is going to have one this year.
I'm with you. I hope so. Mr. Scamper's down here throwing some love for Blake Bortles in the chat. Blake Bortles is amazing.
You're right. 1 year.
I did not mean to disrespect NFL royalty Blake Bortles. I watched that man almost make it to a Super Bowl.
He should have.
Honestly, we were robbed. We were robbed of a Blake Bortles Super Bowl. Like it'll never happen again. It won't even get close. And that was so close to being a reality.
Well, maybe one of these
slinging drywall.
Maybe one of these years we're going to get a Chicago Bears 4,000-yard passer.
Yes! I know that because Dave Kluge cries about that all the time.
Justin Fields.
Now that he's got DJ Moore, it's coming, baby. Just wait.
I think DJ Moore is going to have a good year.
He's going to have a fun year. I'm so sad I missed out on him in Scott Fishbowl. All right. We'll move on to question 7 here. How many names are currently on the wait list for Green Bay Packers season tickets? A, 50,000 to 75,000, B, 75,000 to 100,000, C, 100,000 to 125,000, or D, 125,000 plus.
These are some margins, Tim.
Well, one would have to imagine you would never get off that wait list.
It's a long list.
Right? Like, regardless of what the answer is here, like, how does anyone ever get new season tickets?
they pretty much don't.
Like, it seems like they would call you up and they'd be like, I'm sorry, that man's been dead for 150 years. Every time they called. I don't know the answer to this. I'm taking a guess.
I feel like I went too low.
I think I went the wrong one.
Well, we'll see. The answer to this question is D, 125,000 plus. Apparently, there are about 147,000 names on that list right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Good luck, number 140. thousand, but just to that one.
All right, we'll go for another history type question. Between 1960 and 1969, those seasons, there was a benefit bowl to determine third place in the NFL. Who won third the most in that span? A, the Rams, B, the Colts, C, the Packers, or D, the Lions?
Tim, I was so interested in this the first time I heard about it that there was a third place game that I wouldn't read like every Wikipedia article, but that was 2 years ago. So there is like, this is the most frustrating kind of question because I know it was there at some point and it is definitely not there anymore.
Is it just me, or does the Benefit Bowl sound like a Tyler Perry movie, like a play that he wrote?
It's got two extra names. It's like the Burt's Bees. I know it's not Burt's Bees, but it's like Burt's Benefit Bonanza Bowl or something.
I feel bad about that. That just feels wrong, but none of the other answers felt right, Tim.
It's tough because they had to be good enough to make it there, but then bad enough not to make it.
I'm really behind.
Was good to that span.
I'm really behind on my 1960 to 1969 NFL team performances.
All right, and the answer to this one is unfortunately the Lions came in third a lot.
Fart! I said the Rams. So that is 2 in a row wrong after a hot start, and I hate you, Tim.
I said the Colts. So
all of them were close. I think they may have been 2 wins out of them, but the Lions had 3 out of 10.
Wow, that's 30%.
That's math. You're going to save that math for later. Just a hint. All right, next up. According to Vegas Insider Odds, which of these home teams has the best odds to win Week 1? A, the Chiefs versus the Lions. B, the Vikings versus the Bucks. C, the Ravens versus the Texans. Or D, the Commanders versus the Cardinals.
I know 3 of these 4 lines, I think. And one of them I do not, and it's really throwing off everything. And I'm now questioning whether I know the other lines. While I debate that, I see some people in the chat. What's up, Tabitha? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Joey's mom popping in the chat. We got the Tootsie Pop over here. Welcome in. Says 3 of my favorites.
Rachel.
Hi. What's up, Rachel?
What's up, buddy?
And Ladarius stopped by asking if he was summoned. Indeed, you were. Tim wants to know your feelings on the next 10 questions after this pack.
Mm-hmm. I made an answer on this question. I don't think it's that one.
It's tough because some of these are some rough matchups.
I know what the line is on the Chiefs and Lions. So that was like, I set a line for myself. What do I think of these other 3 games?
Joey, that is how I ended up doing it as well. That's the only one I was very confident on.
Well, the answer, hopefully y'all picked it, is the Ravens versus the Texans.
Yeah. Too bad Damian Pierce is going to blow through that line.
I'm a failure. What number question was that here in this pack?
That was number 9. So we're coming up to the last one in our.
I need to turn it around right here.
Yeah. All
Dave,
right.
That's very un-Canadian of you to say something like that with me in the room.
All right. Question 10 here. As of July 7th, Caesars Sportsbook odds, 3 of these 4 teams had the same odds at plus 2,500 to win the Super Bowl. Which team is not at plus 2,500? A, the Lions, B, the Dolphins, C, the Chargers, and D, the Ravens.
Of July 7th, as of July 7th.
Yeah, I want to make sure it was as accurate to that time frame as possible. So
2,500, you said?
They were at plus 2,500.
I started so good. I started 5-0, and then I went 0-4, and now I'm sitting at 10 points. I really thought we were going to reach the first break here, and it was going to be like Simon in first with 100 points, and now I'm just fighting to finish even.
I hit the couple of roadblocks there. Yeah, I feel like one of these is not like the other one.
They're close. I just thought it was really interesting where these teams are being valued, and it's pretty fun.
I went a roundabout way here for the answer, but we'll see if it pays off. We will see, because I think they're not the worst team listed there, but might have a harder time getting to the Super Bowl.
Got a tough chance here. Got about 25 seconds left. So the answer here is actually the Ravens. They're at plus 2,200 They have better odds than the other three
Ooh,
teams listed.
tricky.
I assumed, and you know what that does? Makes an ass out of you and me.
Vegas likes the Ravens. But yeah, that's the first 10. We're
Okay.
gonna get to the next ones in a second.
All right.
Yeah, guys, we're going to wait for a score update for you. Let us know in the chat what you got. Swamp down here saying, oh my God, I got one right. Woohoo! Nice job. Toronto David, he's saying, great job on the questions, Tim. Sitting at
just
4
wait.
and 6 now.
Nice.
I'm at 20.
Sitting 20. I was I had the opportunity to be right there with you. I was at 10 going into the last question and then bungled it. And I am right where I started at 0 points.
Hey.
It's like I never even played. Well, guys, we are going to get into that second round of questions here ever so shortly. Before we do that, I want to remind everybody out there, if you follow MLB and not just fantasy football, Fantasy Alarm's got you covered on that front too. You can check out the MLB trade deadline tracker right now to make sure you're up to date on the trades happening as we approach that trade deadline in the MLB. We mainly talk football here, but there's a whole team of smart people talking all the other balls on Fantasy Alarm. So you can go check out the MLB trade deadline tracker today. We've got our score updates here. Ladarius is in first with a perfect 100. Edward coming in second with 80, and Dolphin Lundgren in third place with 40 points. But we are entering the Tim Pack or the Chaos Pack. This is 10 trivia questions written by Tim for the sole purpose of mixing things up here. And then we'll go back to 10
Cheers, Simon.
more traditional questions.
Time to drink.
Cheers, and let's kick it off. Tim, you want to take us into that question?
Absolutely. Question 11. My name is Tim and I like EDM. Which one of these is an EDM group? A, Galantis, B, Led Zeppelin, C, the Butthole Surfers, or D, Dream Theater?
I know this one.
I think I know this one.
Robert Plant did play the electric guitar.
That's pretty true.
So, I mean, an argument could be made all around.
Bob Harris might fight us all if we say it's.
Yeah, Bob Harris in the chat is gonna riot if that's the answer. I'm feeling good about this one. Also, I see Dame coming in saying she's at -20 and Scampers at -20 as well. You guys got time to come back. I'm sitting at 0. So let's fight. Also, Dolphin said I got burned on that last one. Well, you're still sitting at 40 in third place, so not burned too bad.
I know
Not
Dolphin
burned too
Lundgren.
bad,
I think it's Sherman. I texted him. I said, "Is it you?"
All right. Well,
Also, Edward in the chat says has to be that one.
It has to be, and it is Galantis. Galantis is the answer to this one. Great bands, lots of fun.
Tim, I just want to let you know that Peanut Butter Jelly is now playing in my head on repeat, and it will be probably for the next 2 weeks.
That's what I want.
Since you've reintroduced Galantis to my brain.
Of course. All right. Question 12. Stop! A, Hammer Time. B, Collaborate and Listen. C, Breaking My Heart. Or D, In the Name of Love.
And there is a correct answer to this one, Tim?
There is a correct answer.
Of course. Of course there's a correct answer.
But
it's obvious.
Well, one of them is not. Can we talk this out?
Go for it.
Stop.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that's okay. I'm okay. I want to explain my logic when you tell us the answer.
There isn't much logic. I'm being honest.
Scampers is a fan. Scampers is a fan of this one. We got answers rolling in the chat. The answer to this one is the one that Tim said the answer is. So we'll see. And I think I got a read on that. Dame liking this question as well.
All right. Well, the answer is, of course, Hammer Time. That's the only answer.
Oh, I went back and forth between that and Collaborate and Listen. I thought you might have wanted us to collaborate and listen. That would have been all right. Stop. You just said stop.
Yeah.
Go for it, Joe.
Stop. Yeah. I went with the one that's not a song lyric, at least to my knowledge, because I was like, oh, he wants us to pick the one that's not right. I was waiting. Once again, me trying to think. That's what I get.
Yeah, that was a bad move because I did look up all these and they all have stop and then in those
They do?
words.
Okay.
It may be a different song than you're thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking Quipley. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sorry for this one. Question 13. The answer to this question is A, B, C, B, D, A.
This pack's not disappointing.
You've created a puzzle here, Tim, that I'm trying to unravel. Is your mouth going to give away the answer?
I don't know.
Is the correct A hidden in your mouth?
That would be a trick.
So I see Fantasy Football Garage stopping in here saying, "What's up? What's up, Garage? Welcome in." Now we got the front yard and the garage present. One Nation Underground says, "Bruh." What's up, One Nation?
Okay.
Ladarius said, "What are we doing here? It's trivia night, and this is the Tim pack mixed in with your other questions."
Confused.
Yeah, I'm telling you, some of these are tough ones.
Joey, I'm going to give you the secret. If you start thinking too much, you've gone too far.
Is that it?
Oh, I don't know if it's the right answer. I just mean in general. It's a futile effort if you start thinking too much. You've already gone too far.
Well, the answer to this one is, of course, D, A.
Damn it!
Yes, got it. Because he said the answer is A, and there's only one A, and that's not the answer. It's D A because there's only one A, right?
Yep, that was it.
See,
And also, I spelled out ABBA, which I thought was more important.
That is more important.
All right. This is more of a statement than a question, but I was born in 1993. A, okay. B, whatever. C, wow, that's the same year Jurassic Park came out. You must be pretty cool. Or D, oh no, you turned 30 this year.
Oh, I thought for sure I knew the answer when you read it, and then you hit me with the existential crisis at the end.
Yeah.
How existential was Tim feeling when writing this question? Was he more like, sick dinosaurs, or was he more like, fuck death?
And he did just have his appendix taken out, so he's probably been like very reflective lately.
And it could be just a complete misdirect, and maybe it's just like age is just a number, and I was born at this time.
Yeah, I don't think Tim counts numbers. Like,
no. I read them.
He counts Legos.
Yeah.
Not numbers. I don't know how I feel about this one. Also, Monday Night Rants, Tim, caught on. Edward knew what you were doing. He said the secrecy code. The answer is ABBA.
Yeah. All right. The answer to this one here is C. Wow, that's the same year Jurassic Park came out.
Yes! I figured that sick dinosaurs would override the existential dread of impending death.
Absolutely.
30's great. 30's awesome.
You miss it?
Fuck you. There's my first F-bomb on the Better
exactly
Sports Network, and I saved it for a good moment.
Gotcha.
D was almost a different answer, but in that same vein. But we'll go on to question 15. We're about halfway through this pack. We're halfway through.
I'm doing good with this pack.
Awesome.
All right. Question 15. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? A, roughly 20.1 miles per hour. B, what do you mean, African or European swallow? C, 32 miles per hour exactly. Or D, only laden swallows for me.
I think I know this one. Also, I see Ed down there saying, thanks for screwing with my head before my show, Tim. Right before he's going on for his Monday Night Rants, you're going to get in there, and he's just going to be thinking like, 1993? I guess that was the year Jurassic Park came out. The year life began, and the year death also began. I watched the first Monty Python movie I ever saw was Life of Brian, and it was at way too young of an age to watch a Monty Python movie. I was like 8 when my parents just put it on, and I learned some things that day.
Yeah.
Also, Mr. Scamper said the Tim Pack has skunked me so far. I'm sitting at 0. It's been dead even so far.
All right. For those of you who've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the answer is, of course, B. What do you mean, African or European?
Joey has the book.
I have the book. Answer to the funniest movie I've ever seen. That is it every time.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes, and
I think
do
people may
they-
have different answers, but I don't think they'll
They
argue
do.
with you about your answer. Like they'll accept it as a reasonable answer.
there is a true Life of Brian hive, and then there's the Holy Grail hive. You'll find some weirdos that like Meaning of Life a lot more, but we don't really talk to those people. That dinner scene, though, is hysterical. Meaning of Life.
All right, we'll move into question 16. I mentioned that you might need to learn some math here. So, which of the following is equal to the sine of pi over 5? A, negative cosine of pi over 5. B, negative sine of pi over 5. C, the cosine of 3 pi over 10. Or D, the sine of 7 pi over 10.
I'm not going to answer it.
Tim, you stinky man. This is all in my brain somewhere. And you're making me search for it, which is like just going to make me tired and sweaty. I haven't thought about trigonometry in since college. I guess I had to do it once or twice at my first job, but legitimately once or twice, and I was able to Google everything.
Have you ever used trigonometry again in your life after doing it in class?
No, goodness no.
If I would have stayed in electrical engineering, I would have, but not in the way they made you do it in school. That was just math, though, that whole degree. But I got out, and now I've never had to do trigonometry.
All right. And somehow, according to the place that I looked this up at, the SAT question guide place, says the answer is C, cosine of 3 pi over 10.
Got it. I have no idea why. I completely guessed.
I tried to show the math and it was insane. I couldn't do it.
I wrote this and then gave up. I was like, what can we do here? And then I said, we're just going to guess one that looks like it adds up to something good.
All right, this one might be a little bit easier for everybody here. I went to Clemson, so what's my favorite color? Auburn hand-me-downs helped me pick. A, orange, B, navy, C, purple, or D, pink.
I'm between two, obviously. If you watch college football, you're probably also between two, one would guess.
Wait a minute.
I'm going with that one because of the extra bit of information given. Why would that be given if it wasn't this one? But it also applies to the other one because they were both colors.
But, Simon, we have to discuss this. I'm going with the out-of-the-box one.
One Nation Underground said, I gave up during advanced algebra 2. Yeah, that's a perfectly good time to give up.
Oh, and
you got advanced algebra 1 in there, so you can do all that basic algebra out there and the advanced algebra.
All right, and the answer, I realize I'm wearing a lot of pink right now, but the answer is purple. See?
Yes!
That was my bad. That was unintentional.
Because when Clemson's football team was started by Coach Heisman, who brought the old practice jerseys over, and the Auburn Navy had faded to a nice purple color, and that's where Clemson got the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I was one step behind that.
Oh, so close.
I said Navy because Auburn's
close. It's just close enough.
All right, it's all right.
18. Boy, it sure is hot out these days. Makes a fellow want a refreshing soda. What's the right way to say Fanta? A, Fanta. B, Fanta. C, it's all pop to me. And D, this answer is binding, Simon.
I just want to say language is a beautiful thing that evolves based on usage. And when a majority of a population says something a certain way, that becomes the correct way to say it because language isn't binary. That being said,
make your pick.
I know the right answer to this question. And I'm
Could you say the name of it,
points.
Simon, the way that you like to say? So I know which one's wrong.
No, absolutely not. This has been a point of contention. As long as nobody says Reese's Pieces,
True.
then we're good to go. You can say this soda however you want, but if you say Reese's Pieces, I'll fight you.
All right, and the answer, of course, is A, Fanta.
Yeah, I got that right.
The reasoning, according to Tim, being Wanta, Fanta, but I say Fanta, and that doesn't mean you got to say Wanta, Fanta. They changed. They purposely got British singers for that so that they could rhyme it. That's why they're not American singers.
Whatever, don't care.
Well, I got it right. I'll take my points.
All right, question 19, second to last question in the Tim portion of this. And I know this is about me, but what is Joey's favorite movie of all time? A, Shrek 2, B, The Room, C, Ice Spiders, or D, Mr. Popper's Penguins? This is also binding.
I don't even know this one.
Also, I see Tabitha in here, Joey's mom saying, "Stop picking on Simon." Well, your wish has been granted. We are now picking on Joey.
So here's the thing,
And one
Tim.
agent said it's all pop to me.
I'm going to think that you have a time machine because whatever I answer to this question would be my favorite of the 4 of those movies. Therefore, would be the correct answer. But I don't know what I'm going to say yet.
Yeah, I don't either.
Tabitha says the answer is none. Well, I know the answer to this one very clearly.
Oh, I know the answer, Tim.
I
It
don't
took me
think
a
you
minute.
do.
I do. And I'll tell you why I think it is.
Okay.
But it's probably not it.
I'm
I'm
excited
sitting at
about it. I hope you get it.
I'm sitting at 40 points right now.
Whoa.
We bounced up a little bit.
Siobhan says it's Old Boy. I do love Old Boy. It's getting re-released August 16th in
Hey,
theaters.
that's
Go
2
see
days
Old
after
Boy.
my birthday. And the
Happy
day
birthday,
either
Simon.
Elvis died or was born. I forget which one, but
I do too.
it's either his birthday or the day he died.
All right.
Or
well,
that's August 12th, the other way.
the answer to this one, Joey's favorite movie ever, is Ice Spiders. I don't make the rules. I did.
I did not. I
I
did
thought
not
it was
say
The
Ice
Room.
Spiders. I
Because
thought it
oh, hi,
was.
Mark.
Or did I say Ice Spiders? What was the fourth
I don't know.
option, Tim?
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
That's what I said for sure. I 100% selected Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Ice Spiders
Joey's-
is a bad sci-fi movie.
Joey has a soft spot for ice-dwelling avian creatures. So I just figured it had to be Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Oh,
Also,
you were close with the ice. That's not
we were
it.
right there. Well, guys, we're going to get the updates for our scores after that Tim pack. I got dropped back down to 30 after making a surge right there on the last question.
We still have
Mixing
question
things up.
20.
No, we still have one more.
Still have one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, despite being from New Jersey and being stuck with the Eagles, Giants, and Jets, my team is the Dolphins. What movie inspired my fandom? A, Flipper, B, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, C, Dolphin Tale, or D, Free Willy?
I was about to make a-
movie about a whale inspired your dolphin fandom.
Yeah, whale's too big, but dolphins are just right.
It reminds me of that movie Snow Day, where the guy finds the trinket, the locket. Do you remember that? It was like a Nickelodeon movie, and he digs out an entire like whale shaped thing in the snow, and then the girl's like, "I don't even like whales. I like zebras."
I don't want.
Do you remember that? The movie
Sounds like
Snow
a-
Day?
It sounds like I wrote it though.
I
I'm
thought
pretty sure I know
Dolphin.
this one.
I thought Dolphin Tale was that Soul Surfer movie where the girl loses her arm. That's what I was
yeah.
thinking Dolphin Tale was.
Well, I've been
That
singing
was
Dolphin Tail, but I just realized that's Dragon Tales in my head this entire time.
All right. The answer to this one is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Joey with
I
the
came
book
up
for
with
that one too.
I have the book.
Andrea down here saying Free Willy, so close. And Monday Night Rants, Edward saying, I'm taking my ball and going home. He's going over to his show. Good luck on your show, Edward, and thanks for hanging out and playing some trivia with us. All
That was
right.
the last one of the Tim portion.
Tim Pack
All
is
right.
complete, and Scamper said, if this is incorrect, I'm going to spit in a shoe, but your shoes are safe. Thank goodness it was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. After that question, I am back up to 40 points, baby. Joey, what are you sitting at?
I'm at 60, baby.
Oh, all right.
Nerd.
I did okay in the Tim portion.
Yeah, I did much better in the Tim portion than I did in the regular portion. I finished almost negative in the regular portion. And with that being said, we're going to head back into the regular portion next. We'll wait on our scores update here ever so quickly, but then we'll go into that. Joey, besides Ice Spiders, what is your favorite movie? So your second favorite movie after Ice Spiders?
Mulholland Drive.
I love Mulholland Drive. I was obsessed when JL Marie went to LA. I was like, go to Mulholland Drive, go to Mulholland Drive. Oh, my favorite movie of all time. It's personal. I don't think it's the best movie ever made, but Almost Famous. Every time I watch it, I love it even more and more and more.
I actually knew that. Dang it.
It's a great movie. Mm-hmm. Also, Ladarius down here said, I need a I Survived the Tim Pack shirt. We will get that up in the FYI shop immediately. And Andrea down here saying, I didn't do good. Well, there are 10 questions left, and we got some high scores still. Ladarius at 160 and Joey and Edward tied for second with 60 points apiece.
Nice.
We'll see if anyone can catch Ladarius in this one. He netted 60 points.
He needs
in that last round.
The bet on 5 questions.
Oh, well, Ladarius, you feeling poopy? Because here we go.
All right. Question 21. Who's the top scoring defensive lineman in 2022? A, Christian Wilkins, B, Nick Bosa, C, Myles Garrett, or D, Max Crosby?
And this is like standard IDP scoring.
Yeah.
Some good names.
Where's Craig when you need him?
Also, watching the quarterback show, Max Crosby is trouble, man. Yeah. He is trouble, and I love it. Like, I get why quarterbacks would hate him, but he's just out there being a menace and like completely denying it every time. What? No, I'm a sweetie pie. I would never punch you in the head. As he punches you in the head. Okay, we'll see. I'm not sure how confident I feel on this one. I finished quarterback over the weekend, and I think Kirk Cousins is so normal. He's interesting. And that was one of the best parts about the show. Just like, it was almost like getting to watch a blank canvas be an NFL quarterback. And like, so you just got to see what the position was at its core, because Kirk Cousins didn't add any like flavor to it.
All right. Well, the answer to this one is the aforementioned Max Crosby, the menace.
Damn it.
These guys were all like the top 5, so I made it tough.
I said that out loud and then didn't pick them.
All right, we'll go into the next one. We're going to keep some love to the obscure positions. So, who was the top scoring kicker in 2022? A, Younghoe Koo, B, Nick Folk, C, Justin Tucker, or D, Daniel Carlson?
Oh, I just looked at this. That's something I made a resolution for this year, and I've yet to accomplish it, is to be better at kickers. Last year, I really punted the position out of my brain. And it I'm going to kill you. And it affected my fantasy teams negatively. So this year we're paying attention to kickers.
Kickers win games.
While we're waiting for the answer, can I make a movie recommendation people go see?
Absolutely.
If you like scary movies, go see Talk to Me. It's amazing. It's one of the best scary movies I've seen in like the last probably like 5-6 years. It's excellent scary movie.
Better than
there you go.
Ice Spiders.
Ice Spiders is pretty
right
scary.
On par with Ice Spiders. Spiders.
All right. Well, the top scorer was none other than the man Justin Tucker.
Damn it!
I said Daniel Carlson.
I also said Daniel Carlson. For some reason, I thought he had a sick year.
He's been getting drafted really high, so that's what I was thinking.
He did. Him and Folk had some pretty good years, but Tucker was just steady as can be.
It seemed too obvious, but sometimes the answer is the most obvious one.
That brings it into this one, which is, I guess, more of a mix back into the Tim Pack, baby. I lied. Which of these weighs the most? A, 1 average male moose. B, 7 Derrick Henrys. C, 200 rainbow boas. Or D, 1.5 billion ants.
Did you say how many rainbow boas?
200.
200 rainbow boas.
Yep.
7 Derrick Henrys. 1 moose, male moose.
Yep.
Or 1.5 billion ants.
Correct.
Okay. Yes, of course. Let me just do some quick math. 1 Moose, 7 Derrick Henrys. That's the only one I have a rough idea of how much it weighs.
Yeah, I know, right? That's my. That's the one I was basing off of too. Oh god, I feel like that's the right answer too. Oh no, I don't know.
I feel like with the way I round, if I added up the weight of 1.5 billion ants, it would still be 0.
Like, how much does an ant weigh?
Nothing. They weigh nothing, which is why.
Wait, is it like my aunt Kathy? Because
Nope.
That would win.
That would be a lot, yeah. But no, this is
There's
7 Derrick
Aunt
Henrys.
No!
7
Yeah,
Derrick
I got
Henrys.
that right.
Damn it.
At about 250 pounds of pop per Henry, he takes it. The rest of them averaged out to about 1,400 to 1,500 pounds.
I thought for sure the boas had it. Those are some thick boys. I guess they're not the thickest of snakes, though.
Yeah.
I could not picture what a rainbow boa was.
It's a type of boa constrictor with iridescent skin that changes color in the light. They look relatively
Nice
brown until the
vocabulary
sun
word.
hits them. Thanks. I've been studying vocab words.
All right. Well, I hope you've been studying heights. If you stack these things on top of themselves, which is the tallest?
You son of a gun.
A, 10 Bryce Youngs. B, 160-foot Justin Tucker. C, 1 Megalodon. Or D, 50 Velociraptors.
Is this the megalodon from tail to snout?
Yeah.
Like if it was standing on its back fins?
Yeah, doing a little tippy-toe dance.
Okay, cool.
Question about these velociraptors. Are they Jurassic Park velociraptors or are they accurate representations of the velociraptors?
They are accurate representations of velociraptors.
Thank you for the clarity on that.
Yes.
God, I know he's okay. I was between 2, but I think I got it.
I think I got it. Oh man, I don't know.
Also, Jaws down here saying my guess on moose weight was close. Hell yeah, man. Nice job on your mammal weights.
All right. Well, hopefully you know dinosaurs because the answer is 50 velociraptors.
Yeah. That wouldn't have changed my answer if it was the Jurassic Park ones either.
10 Bryce Youngs takes it to about 58 feet.
Yeah,
60-foot Justin Tucker. I tried to get you a little clock there. Megalodon about 60, 65. And 50 velociraptors comes in at around 75, 80.
Megalodon was the one I didn't know how big they were.
I thought the velociraptors were under a foot apiece.
They're about 1.5.
Yeah, that's what did me in, which would have been the megalodon, which is what I selected.
All right. Well, this is another kind of math question, but we're going to tight ends. Which combination of receptions in 2022 is the highest? A, Travis Kelce plus 0. B, Tyler Higbee plus Pat Freiermuth. Whew, tough. C, Hunter Henry plus Austin Hooper plus Mike Gesicki. Or D, Mark Andrews plus Darren Waller. And this is receptions in 2022. Mm-hmm.
I think I got this one.
I have approximate knowledge of all of their reception totals, but that's not very helpful when you're adding them together. It tends to magnify the issue.
I want to commend you on your player combinations here.
Yeah, I wanted to pick some fun ones.
Yeah. Tim, you are knocking this trivia out of the park. I'll have to say.
Random questions.
I every time I check my score, it says 0. I think the app's broken. Matt, if you could have someone look into the app, it keeps saying I have 0 points. We've been playing trivia for such a long time. I should have a different score than 0 for sure.
Hopefully you get some points here. The answer is actually B, Higbee and Freiermuth.
Yes. Higbee had a good year last year.
Yeah, they added up to around 130, 140. The rest were around 100.
Freiermuth was like sitting at right around 100 targets, right? I think he had 98 targets last season. Or that was targets, not receptions, though.
He had about 70-ish receptions. He was right around there.
Yeah.
Second on the team in
Damn.
targets, I think. Oh, well, that doesn't.
I got fooled. I don't even remember what I picked, but it was wrong.
All right, we're
Mark
going to
Andrews
the
and
next
Darren
one.
Waller.
Oh, the Waller thing killed it. That's why I picked him. It's like, oh, it's a big name, no catches. But we'll move on to the next question here. Which of these teams does FanDuel project to have the most wins in 2023? A, the Dolphins, B, the Giants, C, the Cardinals, or D, the Steelers?
I
feel pretty good about this one. I was just going through my memory banks to make sure nothing else jumped out at me. Also, I see Scampers in here saying, I love this, but I also hate it here. Minus 110.
It's pretty good.
I was going to say there's still time to come back, but there's still time to come back to negative 60.
Scampers, I get to meet you in like 9 days. Get excited, buddy. Because I'm going to give you a big old cat hug.
Tim, I'm feeling all right about this one. And I'm feeling all right about my chances to get back to zero. We will live right at zero, and then we're going to end positive before the end of it. How many questions do I have left to get to positive?
6, 7, 8, 9, 5.
Okay.
And
I can do it.
That starts here. So according to FanDuel, as of this morning, it was actually the Dolphins. Projected to get the most out of these group.
Yeah.
I projected the Steelers for more wins than I feel comfortable with.
It's Mike Tomlin, and I won't take the under.
No.
Know what I mean? Even if it is sitting there, like I just have seen Mike Tomlin do it with bad teams enough to just like he'll just do it. He'll just get them to a winning record regardless of what that roster looks like.
Absolutely.
All right, next question here. We got 4 to go. It looks like. Which of these players currently has the best odds to win MVP in 2023?
Ooh.
A, Trevor Lawrence, B, Tua Tagovailoa, C, Russell Wilson, or D, Justin Fields?
Oh, this is a good question. And you've got a lot of biases built in here, so I can't just pick personal bias base.
MVP, you said, right?
Correct. MVP.
That stands for most valuable player for our listeners and watchers that don't know. Man, this is tough, Tim. My mom's playing in her first fantasy football league this year.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited for her. I told her we'll do some mock drafts.
I am not confident on this one, but I have an answer. You proud of me for narrowing it down to 1 in the time frame I was given?
Absolutely. And the answer here, what did you guys think? Did you think Trevor Lawrence? Because that was it.
Yeah,
I did think Trevor Lawrence, and then I selected Justin Fields instead.
I'm making a run.
Me too.
Russ was at the bottom of that. Fields, I think, was sitting right there next to Tua, and then Trevor was just a little bit ahead of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, we'll cruise on through. Question 28. Which of these players has the best odds to win Rookie of the Year in 2023? A, JSN, B, Jordan Addison, C, Anthony Richardson, or D, Jahmyr Gibbs?
It's an interesting question.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, like, position comes into it clearly, but so does reasonable opportunity. Also, Damon here said, I'm making a run too. A run to zero, baby.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Dan.
Right.
I'm trying to get back to zero.
I don't think it's him. I think it could be him. A lot of hype around him. Go with
Definitely not him. I got an
Tim,
answer.
did you see that I got a throwback jersey?
Yeah, I saw it. Looks really good.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I want to get a throwback Waddle jersey.
Waddle.
Oh, I love those throwback Dolphins jerseys.
Yeah.
I think Alfredo has one. I'm gonna steal it from him.
I like the Seahawks ones. I'm tempted to get a Metcalf
see the
Seahawks
Eagles,
throwback.
The Kelly green. Oh,
it's so green. I love it as a color, but not as a shirt.
Oh, really? Okay.
The answer to this one is your boy Anthony Richardson.
Damn it! Yes! I got cute. I thought maybe since he hasn't been named the starter that it would still go the Jahmyr Gibbs way until he got on the field and then it would shift his way. But Jaws knew
was Addison second.
It's got to be A-Rich.
I don't remember who was second. I think
Okay.
I think JSN was second, and then
Was he? Okay.
then Gibbs and Addison, and I took Bijan off because he was obviously the number one, so got rid of that.
Ladarius, I hope you went to the bathroom and you've not been playing because I'm approaching.
All right, second to last question here. Which of these teams is not playing an international game in 2023? A, the Chiefs,
What a question.
B, the Dolphins, C, the 49ers, or D, the Titans?
Oh,
You asshole,
Tim,
because
you.
I hate this kind of
Ugh.
question because this information is information I've just like scrolled past so many times. Like, oh, they announced the international games. Next, oh, Carly Rae Jepsen released a new album. Let me go read that instead. I read my albums
Tim.
before I listen to them. Which of these teams seem least likely, most out of place in Germany and or England?
I would have heard if this team was playing in Europe because I have a friend that's a big fan of the team that is in Europe. So
God, it's weird too
She's
because
not peeved
sometimes
about
they
it.
send the worst teams there, and sometimes they send the best teams there to try to drum up marketing. So really, you can't even differentiate between the two. I guess maybe they don't send the middleist teams very often, unless that
The
middleist
middleist.
team has a big name.
Could be. Well,
Like
the answer
Buccaneers.
to this one is the 49ers.
Yeah, Ladarius, I'm coming for you.
The Chiefs play the Dolphins and the Titans play somebody else, but the 49ers are not among those teams.
Back and forth between the 49ers and the Titans over and over and over again. I just couldn't picture the Titans in Germany. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't picture Ryan Tannehill in Berlin. It wasn't something that was in my imagination. But guys, we're going into our last question here. Reminder, this one's going to be worth 40 points or negative 40 if you get it wrong. So if you're sitting somewhere in that negative 30 or negative 40 to positive 40 range, you could flip sides real quick. And I'm sitting at negative 30, so there's a lot riding on this one. Tim, take it away.
Yeah, I want to watch you guys squirm. What is the average hang time for a punt in the NFL? A, 3.5 seconds, B, 4.4 seconds, C, 5 seconds, or D, 3.9 seconds.
You didn't put them in order. That's going to make me squirm.
Yep.
That alone is going to squirm me, Tim. Why wouldn't they be in order? Now I don't know how to approach this.
Okay. I remember looking at like the hang time too, and I feel like I've seen this time a lot. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Tim, bravo on the questions tonight. Both the Tim Pack and the Tony the questions. You did a great job. You did a wonderful job hosting these questions tonight. I'm only saying this that I get a week off every 2 weeks now.
That was dumb and wrong. What I just answered to that. I regretted it the second I pushed it. I'm going to end with negative 70. I was doing so good at the beginning. I started so strong.
Well,
I got the first 5 right.
Still a chance. The answer to this one is 4.4 seconds.
Yeah! 150. Let's go, Ladarius. Eat my butt.
So I think Joey got that last one correct, if I'm not mistaken. And something's telling me he has around 150 points, which is close to what Ladarius had going into this at 160. We'll see if Ladarius was able to maintain that lead, or if Joey, with this third round push, was able to win the first Tim Trivia Pack. I didn't win. I have negative 70. That was very bad. Also, Ladarius down here said that's a hard pass, my friend. So I'm guessing Ladarius still took Joey to school. But Joey, to jump up that much in the last round, I want to give you some applause.
I think I missed one. Let me see. Oh no, I missed a couple.
Yeah, I missed a couple too. I missed at least one in there.
Yeah, I missed two.
But guys, we have our final scores in here. Joey, you did come in second place with 150 points. Edward in third place with 80 points. And our champion tonight with 250 points, Ladarius Brown.
Well done.
Congratulations, Ladarius. And anybody finishing with more than negative 100, you freaking killed it. Go home happy. Ladarius now at 26 of 30. Even with the Tim Pack mixed in there. Tim, I want to thank you so much for writing this beautiful night of trivia for us to play.
Good job, buddy.
Of course.
And guys, come back next week. Hang out with us. We'll be live Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time every Monday for some fantasy football pub trivia. Until then, though, we are out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you guys on another time. Adios, everyone.